Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to yet another installment of your latest Chelsea news. Boy, we've got a lot to talk about. Many different topics. As you can see, Enzo Maresca, finally, the brother has given us an interview. So we're going to go through not the entirety of the interview because that's for you to go and watch in the Chelsea YouTube channel or, Chelsea Twitter account. It's all there, the entire interview. It's a very nice interview, mind you. And I'm going to talk about couple of things that really struck me that I do want to share with you guys. We'll talk about latest transfer news in regards to Ben Chilwell, in regards to Conor Gallagher, in regards to many other players. We'll talk about Estevao Willian. We have struck gold. We have sincerely struck gold with this particular player. And we want to talk about Caicedo's comments in regards to Pochettino. It is going to be an action-packed video, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see in my background, I'm in a different place altogether again. I'm in Edmonton. Yesterday we left Banff and we've now arrived in Edmonton. Tomorrow we're actually going away from Edmonton to Toronto. The tour continues. The Canadian tour continues. Big day for Canada, I believe, tomorrow in the Copa America up against Argentina in the semifinals. Now, let's get in on the action, ladies and gentlemen. First up, Enzo Maresca. Some of you guys might have seen the interview. If you haven't seen the interview, go and check it out. He talks very nice. He's well-spoken, very well-dressed, by the way. People talking about aura. Some people hate that word aura. But look, I like the way he's dressing up, to be honest. I like the way he's spoken as well. At the end of the day, what we really care is you got to get the results. You have to get the results. That's what counts. Now, let's go through some of these comments. Enzo Maresca's message to the fans. This is one of the messages that really struck with me. And there's another one that I'm going to talk to you guys about down the track. Trust the process. I know you hate this word. I know we all hate this word. I know we hate this phrase. Trust the process. Trust the idea. Be behind the team. For sure, we are going to enjoy the journey. Like every club, like every manager, it will not be easy, but for sure, we will enjoy the journey. I absolutely love the fact that Enzo Maresca has come out openly and said, it's not going to be easy. All right. Not going to sugarcoat anything. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be enjoyable. And this is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. For the very first time, the notion, the phrase, trust the process. Yeah, you best believe we are going to have to trust the process more than you can believe. This is the time we're going to have to trust it. We cannot chop and change managers anymore. We've done that too many times under this new ownership. Too many times we've selected the wrong manager. This is the first time I feel like, okay, you know what? Wasn't my first choice. However, his philosophy, his ideology of the game is something that I like, something that I want from my manager when we want to hire a new manager. So Enzo Maresca, from that perspective, fits the bill. So this time around, ladies and gentlemen, unless we monumentally fail, I'm talking about if you're coming like 10th, 11th, 12th, whatever. Look, let's say below 8th. Anything below 8th, monumentally we fail, then we can ponder about whether this guy is the right fit or not. But anything above that, and I know the ambition, the target is Champions League football. More than you can believe. We don't get Champions League football for next season, at the end of this upcoming season, for the one after. If we don't have Champions League football ready for that particular moment, we're in big trouble, big strife. So I know the target is Champions League football, but if we just miss out, we can't just chop and change this manager. We have to allow this manager to grow our players, to build chemistry, and take us to the next level. Chopping and changing ain't going to fix anything anymore. And with these owners, the board looks like they're finally now giving this guy a long-term contract. They're bringing in players that suit this guy's style of football. I know some of those transfers that we've done recently are underwhelming, but at the end of the day, they more or less fit the way we want to play under Enzo Maresca. So we have to, ladies and gentlemen, trust. The other thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is he says that he's studied every player. In the interview, he said he's already studied every player. He knows what needs to be done. So I hope the players that don't belong under his system, I hope he's already communicated that to the directors and he's communicated to the owners. And I hope our football club is looking to let go of these players and bring in more players or foster the talent that we have in regards to the way he wants to play. So very important. I don't want to see, look, we're going to talk about Ben Chilwell. We're going to talk about Conor Gallagher. I really don't want to see these type of players next season because they're not going to fit Enzo Maresca's football. So These are a couple of things that really struck with me. I know those other natural things that every manager says, oh yeah, Chelsea's a big club, one of the biggest club in the world. We need to win this, that, the other. Every manager says that. So for me, that is not a huge thing. But these two messages was very important. Let me know your thoughts about Enzo Maresca, ladies and gentlemen, the interview that he did. Put it down in the comments what you thought, what really struck with you. I would love to know. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's get in on this act. Moses Caicedo, oh my God, he's said a lot of stuff which it totally makes sense. And I want to once again know how you guys feel about it in the comment section. Let's go through exactly what he said, and then I'm going to give you guys my opinion on it. Moses Caicedo, since February, my agent hired a person who reviews my matches. I found this quite mad, and what I have to improve, how to position myself, and mentally, it's helped take pressure off me, because I was thinking more about they paid a lot of money for me. I have to perform well. I wasn't focused, not showing my level. After my agent hired that person, I started to improve and gain more in confidence. I find this whole situation so mad. He had to hire an agent to help him, develop at Chelsea Football, to help him with his football. Like, what was Pochettino doing? I just find this so ridiculous that a manager like Pochettino didn't help this guy out. He had to get his own man to start playing better. Like, this is so insanely dumb. No wonder Pochettino got sacked, right? And this is why, from the get-go, I know a lot of people say, it means you wanted Pochettino to stay at the end. Yeah, at the end, it kind of looked like the chemistry was coming. Pochettino was never my guy. I never wanted Pochettino in the beginning, and I was Poch out like probably midway through the season. Right at the end, when it all started to click, I was more scared that who is our owners and our board are going to bring in. Not because I like Poch. It was more the fact I'm scared who they're going to bring in. So, look, Poch was a mismatch from the get-go, monumental mistake from our directors, and a lot of people are like, we got a lot of young players. Pochettino is good with the young players, but it's not about that. It's not about that. It's the way we play, and Caicedo talks about it. That person told me if they paid that much for you, it's because they know your value. And from then on, I started to feel better. He helped me a lot. To be honest, next season is going to be excellent. And look, I love the fact Caicedo has been able to overcome that. Yes, there was a lot of fans. I remember when Caicedo first joined and the way he was playing, he wasn't playing good. The red cards, the missed time tackles, missed time passes. A lot of people were saying, Caicedo, what a waste of money. He's bad, this, that, the other. There was a moment where everyone was saying, Gallagher's the best defender. And there's a reason why Gallagher's the best defender. We're going to get to that under Pochettino. But I said, if Pochettino stays, we're going to ruin the reputation of players like Enzo Fernandez, players like Caicedo. And it's mad, these players, they're well aware of their price tag. And we all knew, I wanted Caicedo so badly from Brighton. We all knew what a fantastic player he was at Brighton. And, you don't just all of a sudden become a bad player at Chelsea Football Club, although he did finish the season very, very strongly. These quotes were 3 weeks ago for reference. Thanks to this person for finding the interview translation. He further goes on to say, this is where it gets really interesting. At Brighton, it was all tactical, just with the ball. Tactical. And at Chelsea, it was run. And it was very difficult for me. With Chelsea, I was always run a bit more, and with Brighton, we almost always had the ball. With Chelsea, it was a different football, and we had to run more. It's crazy how many times as a fan base we said that Pochettino loves a basketball game. Pochettino, it was so clear to see. It was end-to-end. It was crazy. It was chaos. So many defenders got the blame, especially Thiago Silva. Oh, he can't do this, he can't do that. And I said, it's not about that. It's about the structure. You can clearly see Pochettino has zero structure in defense, in midfield. There's a reason why the attackers they flourished, because it was, you do what you need to do. It was open. It was open for the attackers to just use your own creativity. It's not going to be like that under Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca is going to be a lot more tactical, lot more tactical. In fact, many amounts tactical than Pochettino. There's going to be a lot more strategy involved. And maybe it might impact a little bit with the attackers. They might be a little bit more methodical, but at the end of the day, it's going to bring far more control. You like this. Information, this comment from Caicedo is literally saying there was not much tactics. It was all about running. And this is why Gallagher shined the most. We have to understand, we can't just run. This is why probably a large part of the reason why players got injured. So look, Caicedo coming out and saying, Poch just made us run. And this isn't the first player who said this. There's been many other players. Kyle Walker recently said with Pep Guardiola, it's a lot about controlling the game, a lot about tactics. Whereas with Poch, all he did was run. And this is now Caicedo saying this as well. Moses Caicedo, what are Chelsea fans like? At the beginning of the season, some of us, the players, were getting attacked because we weren't doing well. And then the fans were attacking us. It was hard for me because I preferred to play away than at home because at Chelsea, fans were attacking me. Interview with this person, translation by this person. So look, this, I am very, very sad that this is how some of our players felt. I get that. Well, we see it in social media. Look at the way people talk about Enzo Fernandez. Look at the way people talk about Caicedo in the earlier parts. Look at the way people talk about many other new players. So I'm not surprised. And this is something that we need to get better as a fan base, not just the match-going fans. I think the internet fans as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know. I mean, Caicedo has said a lot of things here, and it kind of makes sense. This is one of the primary reasons I never wanted Poch at Chelsea Football Club from the get-go, because I knew this guy will just... The players we have don't match the way he wants to play, which is more robust and running, pressing. I don't know how Poch... I'm not really sure how Poch is going to survive as a top end manager in football, because you can't just keep running, man. The football is not about just running like an idiot, like a headless chicken. There's more to that. Now, let's talk about Estevao Willian, ladies and gentlemen. Man of the match, yet another goal and assist. This guy, look at this. Rogerio Kenny, Bahia manager, Palmeiras played Bahia and they won 2-0, I believe. And Bahia manager said, you can't effing mark this guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't get to watch the match. I'm going to try and catch a lot more Palmeiras match, but all I'm going to say, the goal he scored, cutting in, first of all, rapid counter-attack, fast, on his right side, cutting in with his left foot and then slotting the shot in, and then the assist as well with his right foot, putting it on the plate for the attackers to come in and slot in a goal. This guy, I kid you not, we've struck gold. We have literally struck gold. He is going to be ready after at the end of the upcoming season, from the season afterwards. He'll be ready along with Kendrick Paez. We've got ourselves a serious talent, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute baller. I know sometimes we're skeptical. I know I am skeptical when we get all of these kids, but Henry Paez and Estevao Willian, yeah, special, absolute special. And look, we need to monitor what Palmeiras is up to in the upcoming in this particular season, all the matches they're playing, because this player, I hope he starts. Obviously, he's got the skill set. I hope he keeps getting better. Just need a bit more physicality about him to endure in the Premier League. He's a kid, don't forget. So all of that will come definitely once Chelsea this season fully tries to give him a proper diet plan and whatnot, because we've seen that with Kendrick Paez. Kendrick Paez, when we first got him, he was a skinny kid, and now Kendrick Paez as a 17-year-old, within the last 12 months, he's grown. Like he looks like a proper adult now. So another 12 more months, yeah, Kendrick Paez and Estevao Willian will be ready. We have unbelievably struck gold. These two players are going to be worth a lot of money, and the model for Chelsea Football Club is coming to fruition. We can now see it. Now, next up, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Latest transfer news. An update on Gallagher. Atletico Madrid are dreaming of signing Conor Gallagher, and the intention is to try for him is there. Contacts are concrete. I have said it for the longest time. As soon as I saw this link, maybe a couple of months ago, I said, Conor Gallagher, this is your best club to go to, Atletico Madrid. Not Aston Villa, this, that, the other that he's been linked with, Spurs, West Ham, many other clubs, right? Atletico Madrid, Diego Simeone is run. Gallagher will fit there. He will become their best player. He might even become captain over there. This is your opportunity to get a top club like Atletico Madrid, who are always competing in the Champions League, even in the La Liga, the odd La Liga here and there, they're winning as well. Gallagher, if there is an opportunity, go there. Now, the issue is Atletico Madrid probably won't pay us as much as money we desire. We want to get 50 million for Gallagher, which only Premier League clubs are capable of doing. There is no way Atletico Madrid will give us that level of money. Now, it all comes down to Chelsea. And also Conor Gallagher, is he looking to leave London? He may not be. It will be so foolish of Conor Gallagher to stick around at Chelsea Football Club. You're not going to get much minutes. We've got enough midfielders, and we've bought more midfielders in the likes of Keenan Dewsbury Hall. So you're not going to get minutes, my man. You're not going to get any minutes. So is it worth for you to just stick around for a season, not play much? only to get that free agent opportunity, and get the signing on fee and better pay, maybe. But you could jeopardize not playing for an entire season, your England international career as well. Who knows? You could jeopardize that. And you could jeopardize, if not playing enough, a good club. You've got a good club coming up, right? But he's got to agree on it. Also, the club's got to agree on it. So, look, we'll see what happens. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, one of Chilwell or Cucurella could leave. Depends on proposal. So we know that this has been in the works, and obviously the inclusion of Renato Vega is now really forcing this to happen. You know my stance. I want Cucurella to stay, because Cucurella, for me, should be Enzo Maresca's first choice. Chilwell is a mismatch, and as Maresca said, he's studied all the players, and if he has studied all the players, Ben Chilwell is a mismatch. Manchester United are considering Ben Chilwell as one of the options for potential left-back, which is beautiful coming from Sammy Mokbel. I believe Alex Goldberg was the first one to talk about this on the Byline, his Byline channel. So Man United, they're looking for a left-back. Luke Shaw's always injured. I don't know what the F is going on in regards to Malacia. If you can come for Ben Chilwell, go for it. They're probably one of the very few clubs that are going to be capable of paying for his wages. And I believe his book value at the moment is somewhere around 15 million. So if we can get about 25 million for Ben Chilwell, I think that's a done deal, man. I really do think that's a done deal. And hopefully that is the case. I don't really care whether he goes to a Premier League club. For me, Ben Chilwell, he doesn't fit Enzo Maresca's football, and he's always injured as well. So, take him. He needs to go. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Winstanley and Lawrence Stewart have overseen a performance and medical revamp with Stephen Lewis, Dr. X Fulham and Brighton, Marion Jones, lead therapist, 13 years in Australia, my country, Australia, and Richard Ackenhead, head of performance, ex-FA, all joining Chelsea. So we're bolstering our medical team. And furthermore, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea have hired former South African rugby and AFC Bournemouth medical director Craig Roberts to become their new head of performance medicine. This is big because we are now trying to really invest heavily on our medical team, doctors, therapists, massage, this, that, the other, all of it. Because last season, the number of injuries that we saw, we cannot repeat that in this upcoming season. If we're going to be successful, we need majority of our good players to stay on the field for Maresca so they can help us out achieve our goals for this season. We need to get Champions League football, right? So I like this. I don't know any of these people, to be honest. I don't do research on the medical stuff, but it's great to see the investment is going into this department, which is much needed. Hopefully we don't have that many issues in the upcoming season, and we could be buzzing in the upcoming season. So ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything that we spoke about. Lots of things. Enzo Maresca, Ben Chilwell, Caicedo, Pochettino, Gallagher, the lot, Estevao Willian, medical stuff. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.